Alrighty, so this is super new for me, so be nice. Today I am putting together the Lego 650806. It was a gift with purchase that my wife got at Barnes and Nobles last year. Don't know what she purchased with it to get it, but I put it together last year. It's really cute. I like it a lot. And so for my winter village, I'm putting it together again this year. So hopefully you'll enjoy getting to see the process. Got our base plate and a 1x4 little green guy here. And 2x4 base plate. And another 2x4 base plate. And a 1x4 base plate. And then we flip the page. And we have 4 of these little white studs. That's the next step. Put those on there. And what do we got next? We got these light brown guys. Here. And over here. Then a couple of these 1x6 base plates. Go there. And got a 1x2 base plate. And this little guy with the little grabby hands on the front. Then got a 1x4 brick. And turn in the page. 2 of these 2x6 blocks. And 2 of these 1x1 blocks. Then we got 2x4 block. And 4 of these 1x4 blocks are up next. And that there. And one more. Right there. And we got this tiny little door that goes in this little frame here. And that goes on front of our little gingerbread house. And we got another 1x4 block. And this little arch piece goes over the door. And then 2 more of these 2x6 blocks. There. And here we start to get a lot more colorful with a lot of these red and white guys going together to start building little peppermint sticks around the outside of the building. And little stud. 2 of those. And 2 more to go. And one of those. And got our back corner. And 1 more to go. Got a little red guy, little white guy. And do I have another little red guy? Yes, I do. Here we go. And another little spot on top. Finishes out our posts around the corner. Looks like the camera has decided not to focus down on this guy. See if we can get it to look a little better. Man, does not like that distance. All right. So now we've got one of these guys here. And 2 of these guys on the back corners. Starting to build up the roof area with the slanted parts. And got this 2x4 block. And a whole bunch of these little yellow guys, the little grabby hands on top. And here. And over here. And 1 more. And there we go. And 2 of these light brown base plates, 1x2s, go above the door. And what do we got next? Got 2 more of these guys here, little slanty bits for the roof. And now we're getting into some green. This guy with the little snot bricks on the front, or snot. And these guys go on here, like so. And then that all goes together on the front. And turning the zip edge. We've got 4 of these guys coming in to continue building up the roof. And 2. There we go. And got 2 of these little filigree looking guys that clip into those little bits below the door to make the door look extra fancy. And should have 2 of these little slopes. There's my other one. Here we go. More little slope on the front to complete that. And we got another little slope here for front of the roof, and one for back. And we're getting into some of the plates that are going to go onto the roof. And let's see if I can match the pattern that it shows in the book here for all the little gumdrop decorations. Goes there. And we need the little orange little guy there. And a little green. Oh, a light blue gumdrop next. Here in the book. And yellow one. And I think the hot pink one. And then it says flip it over and put on this little blue base plate. And then this guy, which anchors the roof to the rest of the build. But first, we've got some more of these snot bricks that go on either end of our roof. And some of these little slopes to, there we go. Get that guy there, and one more there. Make sure I get all those guys in there correctly. And then we've got some base plates at either end to finish out. I did not get that on there, did I? All right. And then it says to, so one of these is going to go on here, and then we got a whole nother one. So let's go back and see if we can again match up the pattern of the little gumdrops in the book. And because I am generally an instruction follower. I know some people they'll get that flat pack from IKEA and just chuck out the instructions. Not me. I am definitely the guy they make those things for, because man, do I need them. Alright. So we got that guy, and flip it over. Do the blue base plate. Then this little guy with the bar on it. And to the little guys on it. And black. We did before. And we got these little slopes on the corner. And get all 4 of them in there to the best of our ability. And little 1x2 basements in there. And I do believe that finishes the other part of the roof here. We'll snap that little bar into those yellow little hands. And I think we do a whole bunch of decorating from here. So got this little green circle as the basis for our wreath. And a little red in the middle. And a couple of these little cherry looking guys, which in this build I believe is our mistletoe. And then that go on to the front of the building there. And then we're gonna decorate the trim around the roof with a whole bunch of these little curved guys. A whole bunch of them. In a red and white candy cane pattern. Or if you like, you can think of them as barber poles. So, of course, the candy cane far more likely. But looking at candy canes when I was a kid, I always kind of thought they looked like barber poles anyway. I don't know which one came first. Candy cane or the barber pole. You don't see a lot of those anymore. Barber poles. Alright, so we got the front decorated. And calls to rotate that guy around. And then we're going to do essentially the same pattern on the back side with our candy cane bits. And getting them going. We are very nearly there. So get that good. And we got 3 more. There's 1 and 2. Nope. Like that. And then make sure I get that on there all over this time. Then got these little cupcake topping looking guys, which round out the roof decorations. Yep. Calls to rotate it back around. Then start decorating with the little cupcake topping looking guys. Gives a little variation in the appearance of all the little yummy treats on the top of the building. And judging by the pattern, pretty sure I've got these roof pieces on upside down because the pattern doesn't match that in the book anymore. But I guess we'll be flexible with it this time. Alrighty. So there's back. And that camera does. There we go. this little gingerbread house, which matching up with the minifigs that came with the set. This little, they are far too big for this to be their gingerbread house. But I like to imagine that they have a dog. And that little door probably like swings back and forth. And it's a doghouse. That's how I like to use it in the Winter Village. So, got the two little minifigs that came with the set. Very festive. And that's the build. Thanks for watching.